Sunfall. The Mad King Jiram's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping. She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle. I'll keep the moon from your brow. She's still. For now.
Where did you say this healer was?
The garrison, Blazon Arch.
I'll bet the usurpers in Meridian slept soundly last night. I'm wary of this never-ending struggle.
You're among the faithful. Show some respect.
The Sun Ring. Proud tradition of Carja. Give them time. I'm sure it Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
This'll last.
I hope Bahavas knows what he's doing. Bringing in
Outlanders! If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards.
Don't bother me, Outlander. All the bounties are announced in the throne room.
Whatever worked the merchants, at least Carja don't have to debase ourselves. I suppose there's nothing so strange about old men dying. Still, grandfather seemed healthy. It doesn't make sense.
You'll get nothing from me. Off with you. Another savage. At least it's not as bad as Meridian. I don't know about you, but I didn't fight to start in the streets.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the... sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ha!
I can't
They
believe
want
Uthed
us to
turned
see
his back
this,
on us.
boy. It makes
He's
quite
always
an
been a righteous
impression.
man.
You're not known to kick Cook's killers. Have any songs been written about you?
Maybe. How about you?
Only laments. We're the enders of songs. Machine spirit or man spark. We stop them all.
Ah, charming.
Warmth is for weakness.
How could Uthed betray us now? When his support is so sorely needed.
Another Nora outside the sacred land. Banishment is a
usurpers
bitter
think nothing of
draught.
asking for a ceasefire. They're not waiting to come home.
Nora, you have the mark of a seeker.
It's more complicated than that. I'm an outcast. Like you.
Yes. I am Yun. These are the shunned. We'll take any job, but hunting our hated tribe, that's for free. Keep that in mind.
Why did they cast you out?
Murder. You?
Birth.
Huh.
I think these disappearances are a blessing. It's the sun drawing the faithful out of misery.
I am merciful Eustace, Shield of Bahavas.
Merciful.
My enemies die fast.
By the sun, the exile has been...
I am Relentless Shivan. I guard the High Priest.
From what?
Whatever troubles him. So don't.
They call me Savage Tarav, protector of Lucent Bahavas.
Protector or enforcer?
Depends on where the shadow falls. Now on your way.
Blades for hire, sneaking around, sniffing out disloyalty.
You've seen enough. Move along.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
If you're gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it. Another manhunt. How many men and women can one tribe lose? Odin, leader of Odin's marvels. You've a fresh face. When you're less an eye or an ear or two, you'll fit right in. First impressions make the sale, except in this snake pit. They'll take whoever shows up.
Shouldn't you all be setting out to hunt Uthed?
Have you never done this before? Whoever goes first just leads the others. Just take a load off and avail yourself of some Karja booze until someone sniffs out the trail. Then watch us seek out our prey, straight as a Ravager's shot. Zip!
Are you sure you're going to be able to walk in a straight line?
What are you getting at?
This isn't your first job for the Shadow Karja?
Scared of their own shadows, Karja, more like. They spit on me, but the shards are good. Look at those nobles. I say noble, but you can't dress a rat in silk and call it a rat king, can you? Sunfall is a house of clay. If you were to stamp your foot, it would all crumble.
Do you think Uthed did what they're accusing him of?
I hope so. It'll make him more dangerous. My advice, it's best not to overthink such things.
Overthink whether he's guilty or innocent?
You let all these thoughts in your head, you'll never make it as a mercenary. Only thing that matters is dead or alive. If they say alive, bring a rag to stuff in its mouth. But these days, no one wants alive.
Farewell, Odin.
Good hunting. If I should have cause to kill you, you won't suffer.
Oh, thanks.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
It's a short drop from there.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Uthid, a traitor? This must be some horrible mistake.
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. Poor Troll. And poor Alita.
My family is starving. Avad will have to answer for that eventually.
When his support is so sorely needed.
Are you Galeev? The healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself. But you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin. Thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The Behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the Citadel. Helis's kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
What's stopping me from just making you do it?
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Carja, would you?
Well, we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
And take it up with the Citadel. They decide who lives and dies. Nothing you can do would compare to my punishment if I use the last of my stock on a tent girl.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience, but in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal. My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
That's not how charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
Those parts aren't exactly easy to come by.
As it happens, a Thunderjaw prowls the Valley of Omen. I know it well because they expect me to put its victims back together. Run away.
If I do this, it's not for you.
Oh, I'm not expecting you to do it at all. But I'll be heading back to the Citadel.
I don't have the part yet. Your Thunderjaw...
In the Valley of...
But you won't just give me the aid I...
No.
The Thunderjaw shouldn't be hard to find. Just hope I see it before it sees me. Might regret this. That was worth it.